Hey, Shopley fam. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever it is you're tuning in from today. Drop us a comment in the Q&A and let us know where that is. We'll give everyone a few more minutes to jump on. Now, for those who don't know me, I'm Rachel McVinish, Executive Director here at Shopley, coming to you live on Tuesday morning for me, but I know it is Monday night for a lot of you in the US. And you've just come off the back of Thanksgiving, so I hope you all had an incredible weekend. We have had much excitement over our Black Friday, Cyber Monday announcement. So I've got a little bit more detail on that one for you today. And we also have an incredible vendor showcase for you in Azure Collections. So we will get started. I'm just going to admit our special guest joining me tonight. Okay, give me a minute. There's too many participants for me to flick through and try and find them all. So, okay. If you're there, Sandra, I've just promoted you to panelist. So, welcome, guys. We had our strategy session last week. We kicked off our Black Friday Cyber Monday deal. I'm just going to share my screen whilst I'm talking here. And we had an incredible response and so much excitement. But what has come to fruition to us over the weekend is you all want more time. And I had a sneaky suspicion this might happen. So the feedback we've gotten is that we did only announce it, I think it was Wednesday night for you guys. Everyone moved into the Thanksgiving weekend and was busy with family, busy with commitments, and they didn't have that time to reach out and get hold of the people they wanted to. We've got a lot of guest accounts in the system that people are busy trying to upgrade. So, we have another special announcement for you guys tonight. We have extended it, but only through to December 8. And that is purely just for those of you who have those guest accounts in the system and have those people that you're still waiting to get credit card details for. All of that information is to, give you that time to bring that through. I know a lot of people are working on holiday events that are coming up this week and into the weekend. And so I think extending it through to December 8 will give you all of that time. So you can go back and watch last week's strategy session if you did not hear what our announcement was last week, but it is essentially our merchant developer, influencer, and influencer pro license has been discounted to $99, now extended through December 8th. So the monthly subscription remains the same. It's just that one-time merchant fee. So I think the most popular one we have seen is the Influencer Pro. If you have a $7.99 discounted to $99, that is an incredible savings. We've seen a lot of Influencer Pros come in, but we've also seen a lot of affiliates that, were in and are now really loving the thought of affiliates have been sharing links for other companies, and now they're looking at it going, you know what, I really love working with these vendors. I want to be able to bring some vendors on myself. So, they're upgrading to that Influencer Pro or Merchant Developer. So it is the same rules. You share your referral ID, watch the video, you can complete the survey, and it'll take you through the process and it'll guide you as to if you haven't been referred by someone or had a discussion about it, it'll guide you through what the best fit for you is by answering a few questions. And then it'll take you through to this screen and you can choose your enrollment path. So it's the same process of you as you've been following for the last several months. And you just click on Influencer Pro, Influencer, or Merchant Developer, and the amount there will be discounted. So that is exciting news for a lot of you. I know it was a very crazy last couple of days for us trying to decide, do we allow this? But with it being our very first Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we thought it was too good of an opportunity to not pass on to everyone. So, if you haven't had those discussions and you got some people pending, get out there, have those discussions, share your link because you now have to December 8th. So you're welcome. I hope you all enjoy that. But we're going to change gears tonight. We will send out an email on all of this and send out the initial replay of last week, which guides you through all the details. So stay tuned for that. But our special guest we have joining us tonight is for our vendor showcase. And we have Sandra from Azure Collection. Sandra, welcome to the call. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Can hear you. It's
Perfect.
a pleasure to have you with us. I've seen you on the platform. I've had a look at a lot of your products. They look incredible. So I'm really excited for you to be able to share with us tonight everything about Azure Collection.
Thank you for having me, and I'll make sure I use my inside Italian voice as I tell you all about the Duda collection, because it truly is a passion for me. And so what I wanted to just share with you is just a quick background on how it started. Azuda opened in July of 2025, so it's not that old. It's very fresh. And it's as a result of my love for all things Italian, especially fashion. And that's where my roots are from. And so I have strong ties to Italy. And every time I travel to Italy, I always love their fashion and their pieces. And I wanted to be able to bring that vision that I had for every woman to have access to the latest Italian fashion trends without having to go to Italy and without having to remortgage their homes. And so with that, I started to really build this vision. So all of the pieces that I bring in, unmute. Okay. Can you hear me now?
We can. For some reason there, Sandra had accidentally muted, but we've got you. So keep going.
Awesome, awesome. So I personally do all of the sourcing directly with either brands in Italy or local Italian suppliers, or even little artisans in the southern parts of Italy. And my family just moved to Italy this year, so I have direct ties and contacts to local suppliers that may not be your traditional mainstream in Milan, for example. But I wanted to make sure that I brought the best quality. And so all of the pieces that I bring in are either stainless steel based or 925 sterling silver with gold plated. That was important to me because I don't know about others, but I hate to take some of my jewelry off when I shower, when I sleep. And so the jewelry I wear, my bracelets, my earrings, they are on me all the time. And so for me, it was important that they were waterproof and that I could just leave them on and not have to worry about them. One of the things with Azzurra is that I bring in small batches of curated items. I'm not a big box, but every piece is unique. And I want when women wear them to feel that they have a piece of Italy on them or a piece of Italian flair. La Dolce Vita is I want them to feel that when they're wearing some of the pieces from the collection. So every piece, whether it's the jewelry, leather handbags, leather belts that are brought in, hats. They're carefully sourced, and I want to make sure that they're ethically sourced as well. So I am on FaceTime with local suppliers, and I have family on the ground in Italy in this region, so they're able to visit some of the production sites for me. I'm happy to be here. I've got some of my favorite pieces. I love everything. I would need an entire house just for all of my Azuda pieces. But if I can show you some of the great pieces, if that would be okay.
That would be amazing.
Okay. This one here is a very Cleopatra type bracelet. I'm gonna just, sorry, move myself there. This bracelet is a cat eye and it's got like different finishes around. And I love this piece because number one, it's unique. Number two, there's only a few of them in different colors that come in. So I have more chunkier pieces that are bold and statementy. But then I also have a really nice selection of daintier pieces that have an antique finish with crystals in them as well. So I make sure when I receive all of the items that there is nothing loose, everything is intact. So when it leaves to come to you, it's perfectly in one piece. And then all of the items have, for the most part, Italian names. And so these Capri earrings are the most popular. I'm going to take them apart. They're stainless steel gold plated hoops that have these different color enamel pieces. And so they come in a variety of colors. I've had to restock these ones in particular many, many times since the launch. And they're fun, and you can actually remove these. They're lightweight, and then you have a huggy that is pretty small. So the huggy there is something that you can wear and you can add different charms to, for example. They come in so many different colors. The website has them all. And then for the holiday collection, I just brought in and sold out twice already, had to restock in both gold and silver, these bow earrings. And they're hoops again, and they have these crystals where the bow is. So another bestseller, popular for Christmas. And then these are more of the Cleopatra type bangle bracelets, stainless steel, again, waterproof, and it has different color stones. So I'm not sure if you can see that clearly. But all this to say that there's a variety for everyone. Pearl Fête, these are pearls, and they sit on your ear and they're gold with little pearls in them. So, Rachel, all this to say that there's something for every style and every taste. And what I love the most is the affordability. I'm just going to show you, lastly, one of the leather bags that is stunning. And it has the gunmetal straps. And then these are fun for the holidays. These
Ah,
are rabbit fur, and they have the embellishment in the heart in this one in a variety of colors as well. And then last but not least, the same quality, but these have all of these flowers on it. So all this to say, there's so much to choose from. I want to wear them all the time, but I carefully curate them to make sure that they are unique, and that people will love them. So thank you so much for having me on tonight.
no, you're welcome. I love the fact that everything is personalized. I think, that is incredibly important, and some of those pieces are absolutely stunning. I love handbags. I have many handbags. So that's one of the first things I noticed about your store when I initially had a look. What I'm going to do, Sandra, is I'm just going to share my screen here so I can show everyone your store. So here is Sandra's store, and I love the way you say it. How do you say it? Azura.
Azzurra.
Azura. I love that.
And that is Azzurra is blue, and it represents the ocean and the sun.
Beautiful. So I'm just showing here Azura store, and you can see here that she has all the pieces listed. Some incredibly gorgeous jewelry there, handbags. I think sustainability is a very big thing today, Sandra. So it's very impressive that you are sourcing all of this ethically and personally. That is amazing. So again, here, if we have a look at some of Sandra's pieces, we'll go down here. This was one of the handbags I've been eyeing off for some time. So I
Mhm.
just wanted to showcase this because you can go in here and you can share these particular products. So this one is obviously showing out of stock, but Sandra will be getting these ones back in stock very soon. So For instance, you can just share it directly to your Facebook, and then I could go on to my following and say, absolutely love this handbag. Have been dealing with Sandra directly. It's ethically sourced, incredible products, and share that link out there. So we can share I'm just going to close this one, and we can share the store as a whole. So if we were to go up here, we could share the Sandra's entire store, and send that out, talking about the jewelry and the handbags, and the individualized pieces there. So Sandra, tell us a little bit about, just so everyone knows, where you can ship to. Whereabouts do you ship to throughout the world?
I ship anywhere in Canada at the moment.
Hmm.
Um, right now, that's the only place I'm shipping from coast to coast.
Sure.
And I hope to expand into other countries, but for now, it's Canada only.
Okay, wonderful. Excellent. All right, we've got some comments here telling us how absolutely amazing the products are. I just want to make sure we're answering all those questions. All right.
I love all the pieces, Rachel. I don't have enough
Yeah.
shoulders to carry the bags on or ears to put the earrings on.
I agree. I specifically love these bow ones here that you have pointed out, and I think it's an incredible time too going into Christmas. So for all you men out there who are looking for a beautiful Christmas present or anything like that for your wife, Azura Collection, incredible merchant. We love having you as part of the Shoply platform. And if there is any questions that pop up after watching Sandra, having a look at her store, please just reach out through merchant support, because we can connect you with Sandra to be able to answer any of those questions or get any guidance on any of these pieces that you want. So, Sandra, I thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure to have you with us. It was a pleasure to showcase your store, and we'll look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you so much for having me, and ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella. All right.
Ciao.
Thank you very much to each and every one of you for joining us today. It was a short, quick one today, focusing on the merchant showcase and the announcement. So, as I said, extended through December 8. Get out there, continue to have those discussions. And as you're bringing people on, I think one of the most important things that we touched on last week is when you're bringing those people on, get onto the store, purchase something, share those links, and get that user generated content as you're bringing on those merchants as well. That is incredibly important to keep those user generated content, that unboxing, that live commerce. That we talk about the power of social commerce and live commerce. So you need to be purchasing on the store and showing your team how to do that, showing the affiliates how to do that. So get out there, continue to have those discussions. As I said, we will announce this extension at the end of tonight's call. We will package up everything about Azura Collection and send that out to you. But thank you so much for spending some time with me, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night snapshot. Bye, guys.